All right, welcome to Mission 2, Battle of the Bulge. I will say we got through Mission 1. I did find, and I posted in a comment on one of the videos, an answer on Board Game Geek on Bangalore torpedoes. It's irrelevant for the rest of this mission, but just to make sure anyone following along gets the rules. Bangalore torpedoes are a very mission-specific rule. There's nothing in the regular rule book about them. They cause the breach as soon as they are successfully placed or thrown. So, engineers in theory can infiltrate to the card, miss the mine attack, clear the minefield, place or throw a Bangalore torpedo, cause a breach, and then move if they have enough commands available to make them do that. So, valuable information, hopefully for anyone else playing in the future on Mission 1, you know that that's now an option. All right, we are going to look at the setup that I have created for this mission. Now, this is a defensive mission. We will be placing PC markers based on this attack timing table on the bottom right. So every turn we'll place PC markers. Well, not every turn, whenever it tells us to. So turn 1 on row 2, we'll place C. Very important, if you look at C, C can be package 1 through 7. And as a matter of fact, there's a 20% chance of 1 and then a 30% chance of package 7. So what are those? Well, package 7's infiltrate, an assault team moving exposed, trying to infiltrate in. And then the 20% is incoming. So there's a 50% chance we're going to get one of those two. Otherwise, we can get tanks, we can get tank destroyers, dismounted assault, a human wave, or a base of fire. Tanks, when they're coming in, if you look here at this map, you'll notice we have attack zone 1, attack zone 2, made up of the first 3 cards and then the next 3 cards. But they come in on the forest road and they move down the forest road effectively until they spot some of our units, HMGs, LMGs. They might move off to try to tackle them. But then they continue to move, and they ultimately are trying to go towards the exit. They are trying to move through us, over us, and around us. We were required actually to place units on every card between the staging area and the MLR. So all 10 of these cards required units. So we were allowed to put 2 foxholes on each. You'll notice I have 2 foxholes on many, but not all. On cards that I did not really want I didn't want units, but I also didn't want the Germans being able to go into the foxholes. I didn't place them. So I do have a couple of spare foxholes here. That is because I intend to move units up from the staging area forward before the Germans can get here. Just don't want them to start there. I have placed a heavy machine gun in a bunker. Here, heavy machine gun in a bunker here, looking up that line of sight. I have artillery and mortar FOs in deep bunkers where they are able to hopefully, well, they can have line of sight in all these areas. But very important to note, the 105th and the 12th Artillery, they have unlimited ammo, no unlimited fire missions. So we may as well just be firing away. And I think that's exactly what I intend to do. We do have some anti-tank mines. I tell you, I'm considering moving them. No, I think I'm going to keep them here. I'm going to move this one here. Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it right where it was. Let's see. We have phone lines placed because our units, other than the battalion net radios, we have phone lines. So I have given battalion radios to both the CO and the XO, so they can communicate. Now, the XO cannot communicate to any other units on the CO TACnet. He can't communicate on that. He can only talk to the CO over that battalion net. The CO has a CO TACnet as well, can talk to all of the infantry platoon HQs, can talk to the first sergeant. also can speak to this first platoon who is sitting in the cellar here. Now, my goal, now again, it's phone lines to that person, so that those, we don't worry about cover, which is nice. Ultimately, I have anti-tank for the most part. Let's see, there, I have anti-tank up here. I have anti-tank, let's see, here is it? Where is the other anti-tank? That's the second. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh yeah, no, there should be. Oh, it's right here. Third, AT. So I do have anti-tank on these cards in foxholes, and I also have a I have a unit. Well, it's just this guy. These to fire these bazookas, they have to be in foxholes. They can't be in buildings, or they can't be in bunkers. The recoil, I'm assuming, is just too much. We have given all of our pyrotechnics ceasefire. Actually, we need to change these. These guys are veteran. This is veteran. That is line. I think everything else is fine. All right. Oh, you know what the other thing I need to do is I need to pass out these skills. Did not do that. So one thing is, if I give a skill to a platoon HQ, they can pass it down to any unit in their platoon, whereas if I give the skill to a CO or XO or the first sergeant, they're the only ones who can use it. So I want to have them, and I'm going to give them to my first and second, because second platoon has responsibility for these two cards. First platoon has these two cards. So we're going to give them an auto grenade. We're going to give them auto concentrate fire, and all three have a general initiative. Now this guy is no longer green. He is a veteran. So all of these guys are veterans. This one is line. This mortar assets, and actually this guy is also a veteran. I think that is pretty much everything. So let's get started. We have no HQ event. They have no HQ event. We're going to place PC markers. The PC markers are, as we noted earlier, row 2 gets a C. So we're going to place C markers on each of these. Well, in theory, these 7, I'm only going to place it on these 5. I don't intend to move over here, although if I do, we will get them placed. Honestly, I don't intend to do anything. That's it for them. They have no enemy units. So we'll move on to us. We get, for our CO, 3 plus no contact plus a veteran, so he has 5. Now, they're limited to saving in limited visibility. A vet can only save 6. I am going to activate the first sergeant. Actually, I'm going to activate the first platoon, the second platoon, and those 4. And I'm saving. I can only spend 4, by the way. You'll notice here, max spend limited visibility is 4. So I've activated 4, and I'm saving 1. So first platoon gets 1. Veteran 2, no contact 3. He's just going to save them. All of these guys are just saving. Second platoon, also 1. Wow. Unbelievable. XO gets 2. So veteran, no contact, saving 4. That one is 4, so he gets to save all 6. Third platoon, that's 3. He is line, so 4. And that, I believe, is the max that a line can save is 4. And then the HMG gets 1 veteran, so he gets 3. So we've stocked up on some commands. Not a bad thing. General initiative, which is kind of useless. Not really good. Well, you know what? I say that. I'm going to have this artillery FO attempt to drop artillery here. So he is artillery FO, gets 4 draws. He's also a veteran, so 5 draws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He failed. Do I want the mortar to attempt to drop? The mortar only has 4 ammo, so I'm not going to. I did that because it's unlimited. Notice also, all fire. Actually, that's an important note. All fire from that unit. Where is that? Per the direction under 4.5 fire support, per the direction of the division commander, all successful calls for fire for the 5th and 12th Field Artillery are battalion. So every one of those will be a battalion fire, but I failed. What a bummer. That's going to be it. So this go really fast now because no capture, no retreat, no AT. They don't have any, no fire mission update. No, now we have potential contact. We got 5. So we're doing the second one right here. So we are drawing 4 cards with no contact. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was nothing. 4 cards, number 2. So this card, 1, 2. So we do have contact. What is it? 10. That is an 8. I think that is the infiltration, right? 8 is package 7. Infiltration, max line of sight. So 1 assault team, marked exposed, not spotted, max line of sight. It's interesting that they're not spotted. Not spotted. Very interesting that. So it's an assault team. And where will he be? So the contact column was the 3rd column. So we're drawing 1 through 3. The 2. 3rd column, a 2 is direct front. Max line of sight. Where did I place? There he is. So he's going to be in here, marked exposed. But he comes and he's in a building. So. But it doesn't matter because he's not spotted. So it said spotted was no, so we're not opening fire on that guy. Very interesting. All right. Let's see. So that was this. So now we are at, no, we're not at contact because we don't have a spotted enemy unit. Nope. 3. So we're number 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. All right, this is quiet so far. A little ominous. Number 2 here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. Wow. And then the last one. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Wow. This poor guy. That was a very quiet first turn. No pinned recovery, no fire. We're just cleaning up. So we are back, and I'm just going to keep on rolling. A whopping 15 minutes in, we should be able to get another turn done. So, do we have an HQ event? We do not. Do they have an HQ event? They do not. So then we place PC markers. Now this time it is going to be A on 2, C on 1. So A and C. All right, so we've got our PC markers placed. Now, Notice on A, all it can be is 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is tanks, tank destroyers, tanks, and dismounted a human wave. So more likely to get some stuff rolling in. So they only have one unit. So this is pretty darn simple. They are doing a, let's check this real quick. They are an overrun attack in green. So an overrun attack is, let me see here. Yep. An overrun attack is all other situations, a 1 through 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's pinned. This is an enemy lat. Not pinned, but an enemy lat. He's an assault team, not on an opposing unit's card. So he has no leader. So he's a 1 through a 2. And on a 1, he does nothing. So you'll notice in the middle, assault team, not on an opposing unit's card with no leader, no action on a 1, infiltrate on a 2. And so again, that was an assault team, right? 1X assault team marked exposed. Yep. So he does nothing. No longer marked exposed though. So now it is our turn. So we are down to drawing for our CO. That is 4. We are still not engaged, and he's a veteran. So that is 4 plus, he is 7 now. He can save 6. It's going to activate the second and the first. So we had 7. He can save 6. These guys he has the max. Going to activate that unit as well. So those are my 4. Or my 3. I'm going to activate them. So let's draw for the first. A 4. So he gets 6. So he's all the way up to 9 because 4 plus 2 for no contact plus 1 for being a veteran. He can save 6. I don't think he wants to do anything. He's not calling this guy this turn. He's not going to tell anybody to move. Can't talk to these guys. So, oops, this guy's attached to the first. I want to fix this. This first, second, and third there. He's attached to the second. He's attached to the third. 1, 1, 2, 2. That's how my attachments look. All right. He's just going to save 6. Second platoon gets 3, 5. So he's up to 8. I think he's just going to save 6. Just trying to get him the maximum. Oh my God. The XO gets 7. So he's up to 11. He's just going to save 6. Third platoon is line. 4, 5. It's going to save. Oh, I didn't need to even do him. I'm not going to actually do him. Oh, well, he wasn't activated anyway. 4, 5. So he can save. I mean, he just. That's it. Oops. Yep, this guy, the third platoon, gets. He is undercover. He is a veteran. No contact. He's basically can save 6. He's a veteran. And then the first sergeant can save 6 because he's just getting the 1. We got 2 for our general initiative. The first thing I'm going to do is have this guy try to spot that unit. So spotting recipient is a veteran, +1. The target is undercover, -1, but he's green, +1, and he has a +1 A rating. So it's basically a +2 on this guy. My veteran status, +1, minus the undercover, those offset, but he's green, and he is an A rating, that's +2, and so he's drawing 4 cards. So 1, so he's spotted. Oh my God, he is so spotted. Now, when he gets spotted, all hell opens up. I'm also going to have this unit attempt to lay down. So that was 1. Oops, this is automatic fire and crossfire. All right. I am also going to have this unit once again attempt to call in an artillery mission. So he gets 4 +1 for being a veteran, so 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we called it in, and we get automatically battalion fire. That is -5. So all of those get -5. That's awesome. That is my general initiative. Capture segment, none. Retreat segment, none. AT combat, none. Fire mission update. All of these guys flip. Potential contacts. So we start with the A's. So we're doing the 5th one. And we do have a unit spotted, so we now have contact. So this is drawing 3 cards on, well, the A's are drawing 7. So drawing the 5th one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing. Oops, reshuffle. And that was a contact, but I needed to reshuffle. So we are drawing number 1 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 3 to draw from. 3rd one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. These A's, nothing. 2 of them. The 2nd one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We finally got a contact. What did we get? That is a PCA. It's an A. So 10. We got number 10. Oops, we're only drawing 5. So number 5, which is package 5. Package 5 is a human wave. 3 squads from group 7 through 12. These are the P range, marked exposed. Place 1 squad on each card on row 4, first in zone 1. Okay. And if a second occurs while one's in zone 1, okay. So we're placing it in zone 4. Marked exposed. Wish I had read that. So it's these 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I need to artillery concentration. We have it here. This is the card we successfully called in. So this guy's going to be taking some incoming. And they're marked exposed. They are not spotted. I don't think. Yeah, not spotted. I don't think that matters because we can't see them because of the nighttime, and they're going to move. And when they move, they'll be spotted. So that was here. So we actually have now 2 or more occupied cards are under a volume of fire, because this is occupied and this is occupied. So we are now engaged. Even though we don't spot him, he's still under fire. So A's for engaged are down to 5. So this one is the last one. So 1, well, so we have contact. There's my 5. Out of 5, it's a 3. So number 3 is package 3, 2 tank destroyers. So they basically get placed. If you look at the note 1, they're faced Forest Road in zone 1 or 2. While standard squads are available, we're going to put them on their tank center one at a time, remain queued up and behind to enter on a subsequent phase. If neither road is occupied in zone 1, place it in zone 2. If both are occupied, just queue it up in zone 1. Sounds like we just put it in zone 1. All right. So it's this tank destroyer. We've got some units, and those are A-rated units, so they have machine gun ammo, I believe, of 6. This was not explicit, but normally A units are limited in this game. And it very explicitly says for the base of fire, A volume of fire squads have 6 machine gun. Now this one is an AS. I'm going to play that one as though it does not have that restriction. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Tanks have 6 ammo. Under 4.7, last sentence, all German tanks and tank destroyers start with 6 ammo. So this one is done. We basically place 1 here, which is awesome, and 1 here. And the reason that's awesome is this unit will get, he's going to get a couple of whammies as he moves. That unit is in a volume of fire, and it says, let's see. Where is it? Note, any Panzer Grenadiers riding on tanks or tanks dismount when the vehicle ends its move action in line of sight, off the default, or on a card with a VOF. They will dismount at the beginning of their vehicle's move action if it is on a card under a US VOF. I am assuming they should move off since it's under a VOF when it's placed. It didn't say when it moves, though. So that is really interesting. Don't know what I should do. I think it's logical that it's under a VOF when it lands in that card. It basically moved there this turn. So I am going to say it has to dismount is the way I'm going to play it. I'm going to probably check on that one on Board Game Geek. Not obvious to me. Is exposed. So, all right. So now we've got these C counters. And we are engaged. So number 3, right here. And C counters engaged, we're drawing 2. So 1, 2. So we do get contact. What was it? It was number 3, right? Yep, number 3. So here. So that is a package, or it is 7. So that is number 6. Base of fire. 1 squad, marked exposed. It is spotted. Max range or line of sight. So he has 6 ammo. And it was My God. That was the 7. We were drawing 2. It was the third one. Why can I not remember that? I tried to get in the habit of doing that just so I can remember. So where does he get placed? Base of fire. Maybe he can't get placed there. Actually, I don't think he can get placed there. Max range or line of sight. Or line of sight. Max range or line of sight. Or line of sight. So he can be long range. Max range or line of sight per the placement table. I'm going with the or line of sight. So, or max range. So his max range is long. Oh no, he needs to be able to fire at that unit. I don't think these are applicable because he has to be able to fire here and he can't be on any of these cards. Tell you what, I'm putting that unit back because I believe I need to draw until I can get a unit, something that is usable. So that is a 10, which is package 7, which is an assault team. Also not applicable because from here he can't be on those cards. So drawing again, number 3. That is package 2. So those are tanks. So that is 100% applicable. So we got 2 tanks coming in. These tanks are going to be queued up. Now, what was interesting was, if I read this, if neither road is occupied, if zone 1 is occupied, place in zone 2, and if both are occupied, queue it up behind zone 1. Other units do not prevent tanks from being placed. Little surprised we don't alternate zone 1, zone 2. So, but it sounds like we're just queuing them up. I mean, that reads to me, just keep queuing up behind zone 1. I played that different on my first playthrough. All right. Can't get that. There we go. All right. So that was this one. 4, number 2. 1, 2. So that is, nope, nothing. 4, number 1. 1, 2, nothing. 2 left. The second one. 1, 2, nothing. And then 1, 2, nothing. All right, well, been very fortunate so far. So that is the end of potential contact. Pinned recovery, there's none. Now, we got some volume of fire. Up here, we've got 2 exposed units coming in. So this is a 0 with the incoming. -1, so -1, -3, -5. So it's a -4 for these. So the first one, -4, is hit. They are green. That is a litter team. Litter teams, because they are all fanatical, a litter team is a fire team. So this unit, well, what is that? It was a litter team and a casualty. So we have a fire team. Why are there? Yeah, so I was able to do that. So we have a fire team, and he is an AL. So if we look at what those break down to, that is a GP, PZG, GP, GP, PZ, Panzer Grenadier Squad, AL. First one is a SC. So he is going to be that fire team. Then we have a casualty. And we have another fire team. So the last step is an AC. So pull another lat team, and he is an AC. These are both pinned. And this unit goes back. This is also -4. Pinned. Wow. Very fortunate. Nothing here. Nothing here. So this unit is 2 plus 3. So that's +5, -5. And then the crossfire is a -1. So he is a -1. -1 is also pinned. All right. That is it. I don't believe there's any more fire that can happen. Nothing up here. And I think, well, the other thing I have to do, I am firing here. So 1-1 HMG is using ammo. This is going to be a problem right here. 2-1 HMG is using ammo. Two HMG. Probably needed to move these units. I'm not sure I like the way I've got them laid out. Like that. I may have this guy come out and tell both of these to move back. So I hate leaving these things open. Ugh. That was dumb. All right. So that's the ammo that was used. And that is, well, there is one other interesting thing. Do we have grazing fire to here? Oh no, we had. I mean, it's not going to be any worse than that. We might have grazing fire to there. Because we have tripod mounted. And this is 1. So I don't know whether or not it goes through. I don't think it is going to go through that. I think it would have to be an open. Pretty sure it has to be open. Let's take a quick peek, see if we can find grazing fire. Where in the world is that? Firing along a PDF. Exerts, however, tripod mount. It exerts as long as the cards are the same elevation, all uphill, and the line of sight exists. So that will not qualify. Yep. Yep, no line of sight to here. So no grazing fire to there. All right. So no grazing fire there, no grazing fire there either. All right. So that is the end of turn 2 combat effects. So we are going to clean up. We are on turn 3. I'm going to make a note. Now, just looking back here, if we look at mission 2, we're going to have B's and C's, and then we're going to have a break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving some units into some different terrain as we go, even though we're going to have a scenario, a couple of turns where we can still get some bombardment. So But we will pick this back up. Turn 3, Mission 2 of Bulge on the next video. Thanks for joining.